Force. I know it's hard to remember all 1980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now. When's that new series of 1984's coming out? Right now. Go, go, go.
Hadn't used that go 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 one in a while. Hi, I'm Richie. Hello, welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged.
Hey, what's up, Richie? Hey, everybody. It's your old pal Tupper with the tiny mic. Welcome to the show. Boom, there it is. Right for your faces. Oh, we are on point this episode,
Yeah, we are.
my friends. Thanks for watching the Toy Show with Pep. Thanks for watching us on the tubes of you, the YouTubes. Please like this video. Please subscribe. No one has yet, by the way. So do you want to be the first? You should be the first.
Yes. I mean,
subscribe.
People have watched videos, but you got to subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's right.
Subscribe. Maybe they're just like waiting for the updates, and when they see them, they're like, "Yes, I'm going to watch this episode." But it really is a good idea to subscribe. Also, and I can't stress this enough, it helps the algorithm and us to get more viewers.
Exactly.
And this is a great show.
That's right.
It's so much fun, and we have it's a massive episode. This is a massive show.
It's so big. There's
time.
even stuff we don't even have time for in this show. So
that is correct. We're just playing catch up constantly.
That's right.
But we have so much stuff. You doing good today, Richie?
I am doing well. It is what are we today? Wednesday? It's a good Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I'd say.
It's a good Wednesday. It's warmer out. The sun is out.
Only because we only briefly touched on it, and because it is fresh in my head because I just went through it. We can explain better now what the Hasbro EB Games thing was, because I think when we recorded last, it was literally counting down to it, and we hadn't done yet. So what it turns out it is there's now a partnership between Hasbro Pulse and EB Games. That is a stream where you can get Hasbro Pulse exclusives from EB Games instead of having to order them from Hasbro Pulse. Now,
which for us in Canada is expensive because of Canadian versus American pricing and shipping.
Yeah.
That's what was always a barrier for us.
Yeah. That being said, now I do know that there are some Hasbro Pulse exclusives that are only Hasbro Pulse that don't go to any real retailers, so those you would still have to get. You can't even get them in the US Walmart or whatever. But it seems so far, since the partnership, everything that has been announced Hasbro Pulse exclusive has been available through EB Games, including, as I just learned this afternoon, the new Punisher War Machine in the Hulkbuster armor that I have pre-ordered for myself.
You are welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
I was like, Richie, this is up today, but it's a Pulse exclusive. And he's like, I'm going to check. And then you explain.
I called our good friend Amanda at EB Games at Plast Orleans, the best EB Games in Canada, I will say.
Canada.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Canada. Yeah.
In Canada. Yeah. We love the guys.
The one in downtown Toronto gets a lot of attention on the social medias, and it's a pretty big store, so we'll let them get away with it. And Innis is good too.
Yeah, we love the guys at Innis. Yeah. So, that being said, we can get into what we got, and coming soon is first.
What's that coming soon song? Brought to you today by Cherry Coke Zero. Always a good choice. Slam it in your face.
That's right. Yes, so I forgot last week in the big Melds Streamlabs switchover, which I now have, at least to my knowledge, thus far, perfected. I was just double checking that we were recording, and we are. Not like last time. We did a sound check before, and sometimes I forget after a sound check. Anyways,
literally said I'm recording, and I was like, yes, that's great. And so it's always good to double check.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, there is some Mattel stuff that I forgot to include, and it's some important Mattel stuff, starting with the Fisto Ram Man 2-pack, which I have not seen up on EB Games yet, but it is on Amazon Canada for $69.99. And
now, Richie, is this the gayest action figure set we've ever seen?
I think so.
Fisto and Ram Man.
That's
I
right.
mean, you can't
The
write
jokes
this
write
stuff.
themselves. I mean,
Really, they're just setting us up here.
yeah. I mean,
This is-
I don't mind. I mean, I'm going to have 2 Fistos now. So, I mean, 3 if you count the little, like, mini one that I got. So, that's a lot of fists. Oh.
get rammed and get fisted
That's right.
with your toys. Just
Um,
listen, be careful where you put them, okay? Anyway, this is great. So what do you think of this? What do you think of this?
I do know that I'm going to get these because 1, Fisto. But 2, Ram Man is a good one. I don't have him in the Revelations or Revolutions line. But from what I've seen, from all the figures, 1, they look great, and 2, I'm not sure the actors portraying them, but from the previews that I've seen so far, I'm gonna love these 2. And you can't not love Fisto. I mean, it's fucking Fisto. They had the balls to call somebody Fisto back in the 80s, and then they continued to use that character, and they brought him back with Kevin Smith, and there was literally a line where Fisto says, "I'd sure like to fist him," and now we have more Fisto. So
Now again, out of context, that sounds bizarre, but he was talking about punching someone in the face. Just so we're clear.
oh, damn it.
We have to write. We got to make that clear for the internet.
That's right.
When he says in the cartoon, "I'd sure like to fist him."
Yeah.
It is.
We don't want to
not
come up for
after a
fisting
date.
videos when someone does a search.
That is correct. He was talking about aggressively punching somebody,
Yeah.
not taking them out to dinner, having a nice meal, and then going for a drink, and then going back to someone's house and, letting nature take its course. Just so we're clear.
Yeah. Now for something that's kind of completely different, but also the same. Still from Mattel, but is it a Barbie He-Man? Did you see these yet?
Pretty man. I only saw brief glimpses of them. I'm a little confused. It's a pretty man though.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty doll.
And it's a pretty doll. I mean, why not market He-Man? And there's going to be a Tila as well. I just don't have any pictures of Tila, unfortunately. That's all I got. But yeah. So for the Barbie collectors out there that are also He-Man fans, this is coming for you. I'm not sure how much of a crossover there is there, but
I would wager that there is not an insignificant Venn diagram of crossover between Masters of the Universe / Barbie fans. Again, it's very homosexually coded, and there is nothing wrong with that, folks.
No.
By the way, there is nothing wrong with that. We need more like queer coded shit out there, and this is definitely something that obviously kids will be into, but I think adults. This is an adult collector thing.
yeah.
There are a lot of people who are I think going to be on board with this.
Do you think they're going to make a Barbie Fisto?
I don't think that they will be making a Barbie Fisto. Now, listen, if they did, that might win the award for the most queer-coded action figure
Yeah,
of 2026.
We should.
So, and look, the movie
New
could be a
campaign:
massive
Fisto for
success.
Barbie. Fisto for Barbie. That
That's
sounds.
what you're going to call this episode, isn't it?
Yes.
You can't call this episode. Yeah, you're gonna anyway. I don't even know why I started down that road. I knew exactly where it was going, folks. I'm sorry. This is my fault. Here we are.
I may have set him up a little bit, but
Welcome to episode 46, Fisto for Barbie.
That's
'Cause
right.
That's the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's all Mattel. With that being said, now we got a bunch of Mcfarlane stuff, and starting off with the Supergirl movie stuff, which was literally being announced and putting up for pre-order as we were recording last week, so we didn't have time to gather that for you. I'm gonna start with the at least for me, the least interesting character of the set, the villain of the movie. I'm not saying that the villain is gonna be bad. I'm familiar with the Krem in the comics. I don't mind that they changed him, but I don't want to get this guy. At least not until I see the movie. So it's not like Ultraman where I'm like, I know I'm gonna get Ultraman. This guy is gonna be maybe a discount one for me.
Is 2026 the year of the leather skirt?
Yeah, there's been a
Because
lot
I'm
of that, eh?
seeing a lot of leather skirts lately. We just saw some He-Man figures, a lot of leather skirts in He-Man, a lot of leather, accessories. Here we have again leather skirt. Do I have to get? Here's the question, Richie. Do I have to get myself a leather skirt?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I got nice legs. I can wear it off.
That's true.
This is nice. This is okay.
There's nothing wrong
I've
with the
seen
figure.
movie.
It's just I currently have no interest in it for myself because maybe
We gotta
when I
see
see
the
the
movie
movie, yeah. It's not like Supergirl
that's
that
nice.
is a no-brainer and Lobo's a no-brainer, you know what I mean?
It's true.
So
It's true.
very quickly before speaking of Lobo, before we move into him, because it's the next button, I included this intermission picture of Larfleeze, confirming he does come with a lantern, and then you can at least pose him coveting his lantern, hugging it, and that is cool. So I can't wait.
Do
for
we
this
think
guy.
this is a? Do we think this is like a deluxe edition, and maybe there's two versions of Larfleeze out there because he comes with the card and the stand?
That's a good point. I mean I've seen pictures of it in a box though, and it only has like the two blob fist hand things. Maybe that is not accurate. Maybe that was AI generated, and I've been fooled. Never know. But that is a good point. I didn't consider that because yeah, good point. But moving on to more Supergirl movie stuff, we've got the character that Jason Momoa was literally born to play, and that is
Literally.
Lobo.
Yeah. This is a must get for you and me. You were pre-ordering this. I am actually going to wait. I know I'm going to see this guy at retail, and that's when I will pick him up. He will be available in copious quantities.
Not pre-ordering, pre-ordered.
Pre-ordered. But I mean, again, I'm going to get this because this is perfect. This is a perfect represent. I mean, this is what we were looking for years and years and years. Is Jason Momoa is Lobo? It's perfect. He's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
So we have to have this in our collection.
It's a fucking
that
no-brainer.
laughing face.
Is
that laughing
awesome.
face is perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a whole shelf for like the Gunverse now with all this Gunverse stuff that I'm getting. Coming separately from Lobo,
Superman figures. Dude,
coming separately from Lobo is the Space Hog. I do really like the design of the Space Hog, but I don't need a second one. I do have one already with the comic book version of Lobo and Space Hog, which also came with the dog DAWG. But this is very nice looking, and if I wasn't always constantly like scrambling for space because I keep buying action figures, then I would get this. Maybe if I see the vehicle on sale at some point, I'll be like, okay, I can make the space for this. But as it stands, I'm just getting Lobo.
Richie, one thing to remember is that I've seen a lot of these vehicles go for discounted pricing in the months following their release because they are very, niche products. Mm-hmm. So I feel like you're going to be able to get this. I just feel like every time we say Space Hog, we need to play a little bit of In the Meantime by the band. Because it's like you gotta wonder, like, poor James Gunn, because he already used Space Hogs in the meantime for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Do you think we'll hear it in Supergirl? It's unlikely, but it would be perfect if they played that song when he's riding around.
Because the fucking Snyder Bros would be all over he can only make Guardians of the Galaxy movies, because they are fucking idiots. Fuck you, Snyder Bros.
It's a great song, and you know what? Here's my petition that James Gunn should put the Space Hogs in the Meantime song in the Supergirl movie. Get whatever Gillespie, the guy that directed, get him to sign off on that. But it's got to happen.
You know what? I'm going to say this now. If it doesn't happen, when the movie comes out, I will watch the movie, and then when it comes out on video or digital or whatever, I will have decided what is the best moment to insert that song, and I'll make my own cut.
You make your own cut.
Just with that scene, not of the whole fucking movie, but well,
no, I agree.
So,
I agree. Anyway, this is great. I love the bike. I'm Unlike you, though, well, actually, I shouldn't say unlike you, but because the bike is so cool, and because I really love how this Lobo looks, I feel like it might be something I would consider getting too. And usually I'm not a vehicle person, but I love the design of this, and he looks really good on it. So if I really, really like the movie, and I probably will like it at least, maybe I'll get that bike.
Yeah. My Lobo can borrow it sometime. Moving on with Supergirl, there are 3 versions of the Millie Alcock Supergirls that are coming out. That's right, 3. We only got 2 Supermans, but we're getting 3 Supergirls. And at first I was like, I'm only going to get this one and this one for these reasons, because I'd wanted the trench coat one, and then there's the one that comes with Puppy Crypto, and then the third one. And we'll get to why I have to get all of them now once I get to that one. But first, we'll start off with the Supergirl that comes with Crypto and the sword, which is very cool, because now I'll have 2 versions of that sword, because I do have the Woman of Tomorrow action figure as well that has a version of that sword. That being said, my friend Mo on Facebook that I've been ordering those stands for the wall on, I ordered a 2025 Superman symbol so that I can, swap out Superman and Supergirls to put out on it, among other things. So we'll be seeing those stands coming soon as well. Nice. But look how, barring the fact that it has no fucking articulation whatsoever, but that Puppy Crypto is adorable.
Puppy, that's why I wanted this. This is the one that Richie pre-ordered for me. I wanted the one with the sword. It's, again, cape is cloth. It's got a wire in it. She looks really great. That's the one that I wanted, but the puppy threw me over the edge on that. I'm like, that's the one I gotta have.
Yeah. And it comes with it's not another, it is another head. The hair pops off, much like Zatanna. I wonder if that's the same. No, it's different hair sculpt. But and then she's got the standard super person flying hands. But yes.
I love that they included both flying hands with this one. I'm a big fan of that. Unlike with Superman from 2025's action figure series based on that movie, we only got one flat hand with that Superman. Bummer. I'm really happy they put both in here.
Yeah. And it's weird because they normally do, because I have so many flat hands like that. It's unbelievable. So
I'm gonna have to rifle next time I'm over. I'm gonna have to rifle through some of your hands, because I could really use another flat hand for my Superman and another fist hand for my Superman, because I have one fist and one flat hand, and I would love to have 2 fists on that character and 2 flat hands for flying. So you're gonna have to hook a brother up, Richie.
The other thing is one of the projects that we have to do that's not a priority, but which I know that you'll love the fuck out of, is organizing the action figure bins. Cause
I will. You know I love this.
Anyways,
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, I still do have a few more pictures of the Supergirl with Puppy Crypto. But the next one...
The more I see of this, Richie, I'm just loving it. So I'm really happy that I'm going to be adding it to my collection. It's really nice. Next one.
Now this one. This is... At first I was like, there's 3. I only need 2, because I definitely want the trench coat, because the trench coat looks cool, and I want the Puppy Crypto. And I was like, I don't need this one. And then I saw the fucking awesome smirk that she has on this figure. And it's not on any other version of the figure. Just this version. They did that on purpose. Of course. Yep. But that smirk is just fucking awesome. You can't not get the smirk. I mean, I know you're not going to get it, but...
I'm not getting the smirk. I think also... Is her cape plastic here?
No, it's or maybe it is.
It's just sure.
It's very difficult to tell.
Molded.
Yeah. Either way, I'm not sure, because in some cases it does look molded, in some cases, there it does, but
it's molded. Yeah, it's a molded case.
So,
that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I'm with you though. Go ahead.
I mean, I prefer cloth capes, but that smirk is fucking right. That is the best.
I will listen. There was a time when I would have given you some serious shit for this, because now you're going to have three, and the only reason you're getting one is because there's a smirk. But then Zatanna came out, and the difference between the two figures outside of the coloring was a smile on the black Zatanna and a stoic face on the blue Zatanna. And I switched those two out, and I got to say again, like, very happy with that. So I'm not going to give you a hard time about the smirk. I kind of wish I was getting the smirk, but you know what? I got to draw the line.
It's just amazing how the smallest detail change on a figure can make all of the difference. So,
yeah, I agree with you.
Where was I? Did we finish the smirk stuff? Yes, we finished the smirk stuff. And oh yes, we're gonna come over to look at that smirk one more time. And then one more time, we got another smirk. And then we got the trench coat one, which we see, and this has an adult crypto. So I'll have two adult cryptos because I got one from Superman. But that's fine because I can have different poses. Oh, the other thing is the Superman 2025 thing that Mo is making for me also comes for a crypto attachment. So
Nice.
Nice. The only thing I'm not sure about for this figure is I cannot tell if she also has a cape. So it is very, very difficult to tell. And unfortunately, when they put the coat out, which you can take off, they did not show a coat off picture, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe there isn't a cape, which is fine.
I don't think there's a cape.
Which is fine because I'm getting it for the trench coat because that's basically it's the credit scene from Superman 2025. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. Sorry, but it's funny and it's hilarious. So I gotta get it. So
yeah, look again. I think it's acceptable. I think it's acceptable. How many Supergirls is too many? Well, we're going to find out because Richie's going to get 3, and he's going to talk about them here in the show. And I feel like at the end of the day, he's going to go, I'm happy I got all these.
Oh, you think I'm only getting 3? Well, no. Because on the 9th, this one goes up for pre-order. So I'm going to be getting the Melissa Benoist CW Supergirl as well. So I will have 4.
Well, I did mean specifically 3 Millie Alcock Supergirls, not just in general, because you already have 2 or 3 anyway.
Yeah.
I'd have to see this in person. I was a big fan of Melissa Benoist as Supergirl, and I still am. I think she did a great job in that role. I'm going to have to see this in person. I'm on the fence.
I mean, I do have to say, the non-heat vision face kind of is a bit, possibly wonky. This could just be the production photos because we've seen the differences before. But I'm a big fan of that show. I'm a big fan of her portrayal, and as a Superman fan, this is a no-brainer for me. Even though there isn't actual optic blasts coming out, they did make her heat vision eyes look really good in this.
It's a great face. That's a great face sculpt. So yeah, it's really just I think the production photos aren't doing the justice of seeing something in 3 dimensions in front of you.
Yeah,
that's really it. When I see her face in the box, in person, in hand, that will be the determining factor for me. But I really do like the laser eyes a lot. That's a really good look. I love the multiple hands.
They look better than the Cavill ones that are coming soon as well.
They do. Yeah, I'm really on the fence about this one just because I have to see it in person. But I will say, Richie, if I do, and you'll be there.
Yeah. That being said, too, some of these have been bumped up on EB Games because a lot of these were coming out on the 24th, but some of them are coming out on the 10th now, as of my checking of the website this morning, because we all know I incessantly check the EB Games website, So, but action figures are meth, as they say. So.
Who's they?
They're listening.
We made that joke. We made that joke. So really, you're saying we say action figures are meth.
Yeah,
that was us.
But if we keep saying it, more people will say it, and it'll be a thing.
That's going to be one of our future merch products. Is a
Action figures or
that says action figures or meth. I will start designing that immediately.
That is the end of the Mcfarlane stuff. We're going to get into G.I. Joe classified stuff. And starting off with a better look, a more detailed look, because we only got one peek at it. Plus, it was also part of the Hasbro Pulse deal with EB Games. But that is Destro with Despoiler.
You got it right. So I was talking with a couple people about this last night.
Mm-hmm.
I am 95% into this, and I just need another week. But I'm probably going to be getting this. This is going to be the most expensive thing that I've picked up for myself in years.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to get that. I have to get that Destro. The loadout on him is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The Despoiler I had as a kid. It is a very nostalgic purchase for me, but it's really nice looking.
Again, for me, I'm kind of on the fence still, because I do really want. Oh, look at these production photos; they're really good. I do have to say Hasbro
Really
does great photos when they put shit up. Excuse me. But I really love the look of this Destro. And I'm not opposed to vehicles at all, as you know. But as someone that is always clamoring for more space for his action figures, that will take up a big chunk. So
it is going to take up a big chunk, and I'm not thrilled about that chunk, but I am thrilled about this. So I haven't bought it yet. I next week though, so I think when I'm actually going to make this purchase, I think it's actually going to happen, because I don't think I can live without this. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to experience a world without this. I was talking with Richie about this yesterday. When the Serpentor came out with his air spoiler, I was so into that, and I did not order it at the time. I didn't get one. It was very exclusive to Pulse and very exclusive to the States. So, I mean, it was hard to get. So I'm not upset about it. But I still think about it all the time. Wishing that I had added it to my collection. I'd made the extra effort. I don't want to miss out on Destro and the Despoiler. So I do need a couple of extra days. That's fine. There's still plenty of time for pre-order. They're not going to sell out on this. It is a higher priced figure. Mm-hmm. But I can say with pretty safe confirmation that we'll be reviewing this in hand in July
when it comes out.
I feel like I'm definitely going to get it. Richie, I don't know. It's going to depend, I think, on a couple factors, but yeah. This is I think this is in the running for one of the best.
It would fit on that white shelf opposite my desk pretty well.
I'm hoping they don't include any of the production photos. I'm hoping it maybe comes with a stand that they just haven't put out there.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. And maybe if I eventually, whenever I get that 3D printer that I bought that I haven't set up, maybe we could print one of our own. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to be working on that in the summer. So that if it doesn't come with a stand and we both end up getting it, and listen, folks. It's looking pretty good, like we're both going to get this. Then I feel like we will print our own stand for it sometime in the fall. But nothing is set in stone yet until the money's out of your bank account, right? But I feel like we're both going to get this. I feel like this is
as much as I say I'm on the fence. We all know how easy I am to nudge towards an action figure, so.
It's true. And one of the reasons that Richie and I do this show is because we're like, oh, that looks really good. And he's like, I'm getting it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll get it too. And it's just it's the best kind of peer pressure.
That's
folks.
Right.
This is real friend peer pressure.
This is the type of peer pressure I would like to instill in my daughter.
It's very true.
So
instead of buying groceries, spend your hard-earned money on plastic that moves.
That's right.
It is good for your soul.
It's non-toxic.
Who needs therapy? See, women have therapy, men have action figures.
That's right.
Men should also have therapy. I want to make that perfectly
very
clear.
It's
Go
good.
to therapy.
We also got a quick peek last week at Grunt. I do have more pictures of Grunt as well. He's got a decent little loadout. Two different rifles, and then he's got his backpack, pistol, and his helmet. I have no interest in this one just because, he looks like every guy that I was in the army with, so...
His name is very accurate. It's also accurate to how I feel about this, which is Grunt. Like, and listen, I love all G.I. Joe stuff. There's not a bad G.I. Joe action figure except for Lieutenant Falcon and possibly the Terror Twins, Tomax and Zaymont. This is, look, I'm not paying more than $25 for this.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely not paying more for $25 for this. But if it's on Amazon or if it's in a store and it's $24.99, I will 1,000% get it, but I am not. It's not exciting and it's not thrilling.
It's not exciting. I do have to agree. If I see it on sale, I probably would get it because it does have a removable magazine, and I am fascinated by those. But on that figure, it is not enough for me to be like, I'm gonna get it right away. So
it's very generic and it's very stripped down. It's good. I'm glad that they made it, but no one's excited about Grunt. That is the noise they make when somebody mentions Grunt.
That's right. Another one.
It's not a bad Grunt, but it's not a good one.
G.I. Joe is we got better detail look at the Techno Viper. You already have an older version of this one. Are you going to be picking up this version of the Techno Viper? Is there any difference you can see?
There's one difference. I think I mentioned this last episode. It's the laser rifle that he comes with is exactly a 1-for-1 upscale from the one from the 80s. Everything else is exactly the same. The design of the figure is exactly the same. It falls into the category of Grunt. Do I like this? I like the repaint on it, but I have this. Mm-hmm. So I'm only getting this if it's on sale. Like there's just no reason for me to pick this up and add it to my collection because I'm really happy with the Techno Viper that I got. But if you don't have a Techno Viper, if you missed out on it, which I think they're still available, so you can actually get the old one, or if you're just obsessed with army building and getting all the stuff from the classified line, then this is great. This is quality stuff. Mm. But I was watching another toy podcast and somebody mentioned this, so I'm going to mention it on ours as well. Shout out to Destro is my spirit animal. They should have put out the Range Viper in the retro card back line before the Techno Viper, and I'm not sure why they didn't do that. The Range Viper came out as Walmart exclusive like 3 years ago. It's one of my absolute must-have figures. Haven't been able to get it. Never available anywhere, and now it's like if it is available, it's like $200. Fuck that shit. So I'm sorry, but the Range Viper, they use the head for the Grim Viper. You have the Grim Viper, I think.
Yeah.
So that skull face, that's part of the Range Viper. I want that shit, but I want it as the Range Viper. So they really need to buckle up and put that out in the retro line because that's the one that we all want. Just saying, Hasbro. Just saying. Fucking give me a retro carded Range Viper. That's all I want. Do it now.
That's right. Still sticking with G.I. Joe. More of a look at Wild Bill. Tupper, you said you are getting this one for sure.
I love this. Yeah. I want this. I want this so bad. I've wanted this since they announced the Dragonfly. I want this. So get it.
This one's a maybe for me. I do like the character, but I do like the pistols. They're very cool. And
Come on, Richie. We have so many cowboy stuff this year. You gotta
I know. Yeah, that might be fair. It'll fit in. I can have a whole cowboy scene as well. But yeah, so.
Yeah, this is got it. I gotta get this. We gotta get this. We gotta get this, buddy.
This is a highly distinct possibility that I will probably get this.
Yeah. This is a no-brainer. This is not even worth discussing. This is great. Put it in my hands. I want it yesterday. Give it to me now.
Moving on to Marvel Legends, still from Hasbro, of course. Starting off with something that's just for fun, because it's not an action figure, but it is still the toy. But it is the Incredible Hulk hands that are coming. I'm not allowed to have Hulk hands because I punch things. So
yes, you do.
Ask Tupper. I punched him once in a toy store with a Hulk hand. So
he did. He absolutely did. So. It was funny, but he hits hard. He's got a lot of muscle.
But the thing about these ones, though, I don't know what sounds they make, but they do make sounds. So
They do make yeah.
so
Probably a lot of smashing.
maybe some roaring. So, but yeah, I just wanted to include those quickly for fun because they're Hulk hands, and who doesn't love Hulk hands?
Dude, we're getting those Deadpool deluxe figures that come with the Hulk hands for the action figure.
Yeah.
So, like, that's fine.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I can live with that. I can live with that. You forgot about that? I've been waiting patiently. I'm like, it's out. It's out now. I was watching a review of those, and those hands, those Hulk hands, fit on all action figures. So you do not. It's not just a peg that goes into the hand exclusively for that Deadpool. They'll fit on all 6-inch toys, most likely. So
what's that guy slated for again? 1st of June. He's currently slated for. So
yeah, he's out in the States. They said he's out in some areas in the States, but yeah. So maybe we'll get him earlier than that. It's weird that it's taking so long to get him up here, but yeah, he is available in parts.
It's always funny the difference in time. Oh, the Punisher Hulk machine is actually on the website now. So that's cool. But yeah, so. Just wanted to check that as an aside quickly. Speaking of Marvel stuff that we were still speaking of anyway, we got this Muse and a Bullseye figure that is coming, Daredevil. It's interesting because it looks like the TV show Muse, but the comic book Daredevil. Unless we're just not Daredevil, Bullseye. Unless we're gonna see Bullseye like this at some point, but also the box doesn't say Daredevil Born Again. But.
No, this is not based on the TV series. I just think that the TV series did basically a one-up version of the comic book character, and that's what this is. Like, they're basically identical, and that's fine. Yeah. The Muse is great. I've said this before. I wish they'd have released Muse on his own. I would have picked this up. Muse. He's so awesome.
Yeah, Muse,
dynamic as fuck.
I would get on his own. I'm not that interested in Bullseye. And I do have to say I'm pretty impressed that they actually have blood on these figures. Because you don't
gored up.
You don't get that a lot Marvel Legends wise. So that is pretty cool.
I will say that if this set is available at a reasonable price, which is around $40 or under, if it goes on sale at some point, I would absolutely get this. I was going to say, I love Bullseye as a character, and I love this Muse. This is definitely worth getting, just not at $60 to $70.
Yeah, I was going to say, right before you said, I was going to add the same thing. Like, if I see this discounted, it's a no-brain pickup for me. One of the other things I would say, part of the Hasbro announcement for EB Games Canada is the next part of the Deadpool and Wolverine line, and that is the shirtless Wolverine, of course, from the end of the movie when him and Deadpool are going to save the universes. I have a few Wolverines from that already. And as much as I love Wolverine and I have a lot of Wolverines, I don't need this one. And it's not because he's shirtless. I would get it, but I have a lot already. So it's just...
Yeah, this is a novelty pickup. So just like we were talking about with Muse and Bullseye, if this is discounted, then it is worth getting. But there's no real neck articulation here. I'm going to guess the articulation is kind of limited. The angry face is really the only reason to get this, which I wouldn't mind having that head, but I'm not going to pick this up for $35 to $40. If you see it in the store, you see it available somewhere, and it's again $29, $28 or less. Yeah, that's okay. But there's no way that's going to happen. Like, they just don't put Wolverine figures like this on that kind of discount. There's no way.
No, Wolverines stay on full price usually.
He's fine, but I'm not even considering it.
Yeah. Sticking to Marvel, but moving on to Hot Toys, we got this likely very expensive Daredevil Born Again figure because it is Hot Toys. But I gotta say, it looks pretty awesome as well. I really do love the black and red outfit from Daredevil Born Again. It is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, but I want that. Like that. Where's that one, Hasbro? Because I want that. I will take my money right now.
I bet you definitely this is 100% coming from Daredevil. or not Daredevil.
It's got to be.
It's coming from Hasbro as well. Like,
so I have a prediction that we're going to see the black suited. We're going to see Matt in this suit through Hasbro. I think we're also going to see a Kingpin figure, and we might get a 2-pack, and that might be the 2-pack that comes out this year with Kingpin and the black suit for Daredevil. I think we're also going to see a Jessica Jones figure, and I think we're also going to see Power Man and Iron Fist.
Nice. Yeah,
those are my theories. But the show is very popular. It's better than season 1, and season 1 was a hit. This is no way this is not happening.
I just watched the latest episode. Was it today or yesterday? I don't know. I watched it. It was awesome.
Last night. Yeah, it was awesome. Excellent awesome. I knew it was coming, and I was still shocked. I was like, "What?" Yeah. Just how they did it was very well done. So, yeah.
Moving on to something completely different. Coming soon from NECA. We don't have a date or anything yet, but we got a Child's Play 2 figure. And we know Richie's probably going to get this. I'm speaking in the third person for some reason. But, it's Chucky. I have a box of 7 Chuckies. It's 6 and a Tiffany from a blind box series that is coming. And I have a few already. We know I'm going to get Chucky, so...
6 and a Tiffany sounds like something you would order in a bar.
That's gonna be. I'm gonna find out, and I'm gonna create the 6 and a Tiffany drink. We'll see.
There you go.
We got another Batman coming from NECA. I do not like these clothed NECA superhero figures. They look
hard same.
Mego and Migos were good for their time, but I'm not going to pay as much. Like, this is going to be $60-$70 at least. And I'm not paying that for something that looks junky like that. So,
yeah, I'm with Richie. Me go, me no.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Great loadout. But...
Yeah. So that brings us to the end of the coming soon and over into
shit Richie bought this week.
I might have to bring the volume down on that one. It's really loud.
Yeah, like a lot. Like all the way.
It's pretty obnoxious.
Right down. So are we. So is this show, guys. Right. This show is just obnoxious off the bat.
I should put us back on screen. That being said, this stuff is a mix of stuff that I got either just before I went on holiday to Dominican Republic or just after I got back. Starting off with this Blood Effect pack that I had ordered from Amazon that finally arrived. And not only did it have blood, but it had several weapons as well that I can, and boxing gloves, and a brain. And I don't know why this picture got grayed like this. It doesn't look like this on my phone. It happened to a few of our pictures when I added them for some reason. It's just weird. But be on the watch for figures or action figure photos that will have these effects, like when I put it on Abomination and Werewolf by Night, and I thought that looked pretty cool there. So
he's really ganking that motherfucker.
Yeah, he's fucking him up pretty bad. So I just wanted to show those. They were pretty cool. They were, I think it was $29 something on Amazon. Comes with the. I don't think I included in the shot there, but it comes with this super cool fucking box thing that Tupper wanted to steal from me. But
I did. I love that. I love a fancy box.
Yeah. So fancy boxes are the way to go.
Over here, darting my eyes back and forth over that great double entendre.
That's right. Now, you remember I think it was late last year. The Deathstroke had come out, and I did not get a platinum, but I did find someone. I think this one came from someone in Winnipeg, but I did find the platinum Deathstroke. See, this picture got kind of grayed as well. It's weird, but not all of them turned out like that. Because his loadout picture looks normal. So it's the same weapons that come with the other one. The hands are colored different than the other one, of course, because he is overall colored different. This is kind of like, I mean, this version has been in the comics, but this is kind of a more like a comic book styled version of the Teen Titans Go sort of design. So it's very cool.
Yeah, it looks like the character from the Teen Titans cartoon. Not Go, the earlier one.
The Teen Titans, yeah. But Teen Titans Go, they had a version of it too. So, yeah, and he's Deathstroke, so you can never have
none
too
of those
many
magazines are removable. Are
No, unfortunately, neither is the sites or anything like that. And it is hard to pose him in a prone position, but I managed. But I'm happy.
You got it. You got there.
I got it. And I was actually really happy with this photo. So, which is his current pose. So,
nice.
Deathstroke, I got the platinum finally. Awesome. Now, the next figure that I'm going to show, I initially wasn't going to get. Because I had a great amount of disdain for what they did. Because as much as I love this character, it was basically a repainted and different headed Plastic Man, because
it was
elongated man. However, reports were coming out and we were seeing photos that it looked a lot like Conan O'Brien. And so I was like, I gotta check this out. And Tupper was with me when I saw one at EB Games on Innis, and we're like, you know what, I gotta get this. It does look like Conan, and even more so in a photo that I have for you. But so, like I said, it's got the same accessory arms that came with Plastic Man. I really wish that... Come on, change photo. There we go. Really wish that they would have done something different with the arms. But here we are. So,
here we are.
Not the worst thing in the world. I do love the character.
Why does he come with a pointing finger? Does Ralph Dibny point?
He's a detective. He's a detective. So he's like... Like this picture.
There's a clue.
It's Eureka!
There's a clue.
So, and yeah, so he's a great character. Little sad that they made him basically a carbon copy of Plastic Man, but you can remove that Lex Luthor head there and put the Conan head on, and it really does look like fucking Conan O'Brien. So
he looks like a cross between Conan O'Brien and what's the actor who was in Breaking Bad who then broke out and he's now super
Jesse
famous?
Plemons.
Oh, Jesse Plemons, yeah, that's it. He looks like Jesse Plemons is playing Conan O'Brien.
That's
it's great. It's great though. This is great. I love that. Are you gonna occasionally? The only thing that's mixing it up is the neck would need to be a little bit taller to make it truly look like Conan. But other than that, I think that's really, really hilarious. How are you going to display him? Are you going to display him in the suit like from time to time, or
from once in a while? I think. The other thing is if I do see another, because the other thing with the Lex Luthor, I was going to say Chris Holt, but it's not Chris Holt. Lex, it's
Nicholas Holt.
Nicholas Holt. Well, I don't know where I was getting Chris from, but Nicholas Holt Lex Luthor, because it doesn't have like the full head sculpt. It kind of has that like 3/4 head, so it doesn't fit great on the Lex. But if I do see another suited character for a discounted price, I will pick it up so I can do more poses like that. So,
yeah. I mean, really, this just screams that Conan needs to put out his own action figure. There needs to be a Conan O'Brien action figure set with a desk and a chair.
I'd get it. I'd also get a Stephen Colbert one.
Yes, I'd get a Colbert one as well.
Fuck Jimmy Fallon. Come on, we don't need him.
Nobody likes Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy Kimmel is hit and miss.
Yeah.
I would get a Colbert, I would get a Conan, and I would also get a John. I wouldn't get a John Stewart, but I'd get a John Oliver
I'd get a John Stewart. So, not that I don't like John Oliver, I'm more of a Stewart than an Oliver guy. So,
see, I'm more of an Oliver than a Stewart these days, although no shade to John Stewart, at least currently.
So. Another one that I got upon my return, and we have a funny figuring out how to use an accessory story for you, because Tupper was here when I figured it out. But this ice figure, one, the head sculpt is fucking awesome, and two, it's a small detail, but having the cloth tank top really makes the aesthetic for this figure, because it stands out, and even though it's cloth, like from a distance, you might even mistake it for something that's molded. So it came
Really nice.
with a few different frost effects for the hands. The one on top right one there is one for like the arm that we'll see in a minute. But the other one, the one on the top left there, I was having a difficult time on figuring out how to fucking use that thing. And Tupper was over here helping me. And he was trying to figure out how to put it on the figure, and I was trying different things, and then I was like, you know what, I really don't want to have to fucking Google how to use this accessory. But I ended up Googling it while I was having a break and Tupper was still working. And I found out, because there was a piece that came with the Mr. Freeze, that it's not a piece that goes on her, it goes on other figures and freezes their face and part of their arm. And she froze Deathstroke. So...
And that piece that you have on her arm could also go on to other characters as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Like freezing effect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, having seen this figure up close, it's beautiful. One of the best face sculpts that they've done through McFarlane for female figures, which is why I've been rah-rahing female action figures lately, because I've just seen some amazing face sculpts.
They were doing really
She's
good
one
job.
of them. Her head sculpt is top notch. It's so nice. I almost bought it the other day, and I'm like, what are you gonna do with a nice figure?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to put that? You're never a big fan. And I'm like, you're right. So it's going to come down a little bit more in price for me to pull the trigger on it. But honestly, if it was $25 or under, I would get this. It's that nice. They did a phenomenal job with her.
Yeah, really good job. Another great female figure that they released recently, Jessica Cruz, who is a more recent addition to the Green Lantern Corps in the last, I'd say, 10 years. I think it's 15. Been at least 15 now, even. Jeez.
Jessica Cruz, I think, was like the late aughts, and it's 2026. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's like approaching 20.
Yeah, but she is a great character originally, because this is a character, if you don't know, who suffered from an immense social anxiety and actually had power rings ring initially before she became a Green Lantern, and conquered her fears and everything like that. But which is a great storyline for a Green Lantern, and they did it very well, and I just love the character. So, and it's Green Lantern character.
She looks really good. Yeah, again, another really great face sculpt on her. Very nice job. Very nice job.
Yeah.
It's stuff like, Richie, it's stuff like this, when I see it, I'm almost a little bit sad that McFarlane's losing the license. Because again, when they get it right, they really do get it right. When they get it wrong, it's spectacular.
Yeah, it's fucking noticeable. But
great stuff.
And I think I put things very obviously off the alphabetically on this, because in the middle of all the DC stuff, I now have Mandalorian and Grogu figure. So because I, J, and then M is the next one. Why
does he look like he needs his diaper change?
It's because that's the way he's curved, so that he can rest on his back. He's meant to be hanging on the Mandalorian, as you will see from the various photos, because you don't need any museum paste or anything like that to have him on the Mandalorian. He just rests there in various poses. So
it's like, hey Mando, Grogu made a boom boom, change my diaper.
That's right. It's really cool. He's got a pretty good loadout. That scope on the rifle does come off, and I stole that pose from a photo I saw, which was also mimicking a scene from the show once, where he was showing Grogu the sight like that. So, but who cares? Anyways, yeah, it's a great figure. I had recently got another Mando, but I think I redid that picture. But this is a great figure. I don't remember that sword, but I think that sword has something to do with the movie that we'll be seeing in the future.
Correct.
So, yeah, Mando, and Grogu, you can't go wrong. Moving back to DC, a figure that they did really well. There was a lot of back and forth on this figure. A lot of people wanted to see a more classic look. This was his more grown-up look. This is also a more culturally impactful look for the character that will reach out to black audiences who this character is meant for. But I do love Static, also known as Static Shock. Now, one thing I will have to note that is a misstep on this figure is I haven't found a way to put the electric thing on the fisted hand yet. At least not any way that won't break part of the plastic. So that is kind of a downside on it. Also, the fucking thing that he stands on, I think it's a manhole cover. One, they have this dumb hole on the bottom that you're meant to put it on the stand like that, which looks fucking stupid. But luckily, I had gotten a bunch of the Mcfarlane flight stands, and I was able to display him properly with...
Why would they not include like a little staticky energy base that you could attach the manhole copter to put him on that?
Yeah.
That looks so stupid.
Yeah, it's a complete misstep for the character, and there should have been more electric effects for him. But I'm still glad I got it, because it is a good figure and it looks really good, and the character is very important. It's just they really fucking lowballed him on the accessories. So
I'm just like, I was literally just extolling the virtues of Mcfarlane Toys, and then all of a sudden, they're like putting out shit like this, like, what are you doing, guys?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm
trying to give you points.
Next up, another recent one from Mcfarlane. One that I wasn't sure about the face at first, but it turned out pretty good. Tupper saw this one. This picture actually doesn't do the face justice.
Agreed.
It does look better in person. But I do have to say that I really do love the arm articulation in the guy. He does have those like more butterfly joints, because I can literally have him like arms all the way back behind his back, which you can't do with a lot of Mcfarlane figures. The picture on the right there has a better look of the face sculpt than the other pictures, and more representative of what it actually looks like in person. But this was a storyline. I think it was a 6-issue storyline, and right before he went to Apocalypse to deal with Darkseid in another storyline where he went out in space with the Authority, and he had the Kingdom Come like symbol, which is another stand that I'm getting from Mo as a Kingdom Come S, because I have several figures that can fit that, so I can swap them out and do what I like with that anyways. And because he has the double flying hands, you can have a really nice flying pose for him.
Yeah, that's nice. He's a nice, there you go. That thing. Deal with that, audience.
Yeah. I'll just take a drink.
He is. I did remark when Richie got it, and I was there. I was like, it's nice looking. Like, it's really nicely designed action figure. So, good job. Yeah. Again, Mcfarlane giveth, Mcfarlane taketh away, and then we giveth back.
That's right. Now the next one I've only taken a few photos for, because I knew because Tupper's going to review it as well, and he's got both versions, but he only got pictures for one so far. But that is the speaking of great female figures that they've done this year, Zatanna, who comes with Detective Chimp. It's funny that they don't include Detective Chimp's name on the box. It's just Zatanna, and then most people that don't know will be like, oh, it comes with a monkey. But it's Detective Chimp, people. Gotta say, I wish the magic effects and the wand were removable. See, this is another one where the picture kind of got dulled a little bit.
That one's mine.
Was that one yours? Okay. I may have mixed up our photos a little bit then, but...
Also mine.
Also yours. So... Oh, that one yours
also
too?
Mine. Richie just... It's a joint review. let's just say it's
actually,
a
you know
choice
what?
of you.
I think maybe the only one that I that was mine. What's that first one that I showed? Was this one? So before we move along, I'll go like this. I gotta adjust the music volume for the themes. That's one thing I gotta do. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You don't need ears because just put subtitles on. You can understand what we're saying.
That's
All
right.
flash and substance. Anyway.
Yeah.
So before I tell you what I thought of Zatanna, what did you think of Zatanna, Richie?
I really like. Well, one thing. I wish like the upcoming Black Canary. That the fishnets were real. Because it would have added to the figure. I wish that the magic effects came off of the hands. I also wish there were alternate hands for the figure as well, because I think you've got the option of the magic hands, the one hand, and then the one hand that can grip the hat, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering right. Because for some reason, even though I do it all the time, I didn't take a picture of like just the accessories for her. Weirdly enough,
I did.
But
I did.
But I do love that she can hold the hat in various poses, either holding it out or like putting it on her head, whatever the case may be. Detective Chimp deserved some fucking articulation. He was more than just a pet figure like Crypto, and I understand for Mcfarlane not going there, but for Detective Chimp, who's like a sentient talking creature, first character and not just a pet, he deserved some fucking articulation. All he can do is move his arms up and down. They don't bend, and his feet don't bend in any way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that, what would just overall like? What do you like this?
I do like the figure overall. I mean, I know I just sounded like I didn't fucking like it at all, but I do really love the figure. Those were just my, even though they didn't sound like it. Those were just my minor complaints about the figure.
No, that's okay. I'm gonna make the same complaints. I just wanted to like make sure it's like, is this something that you're glad that you got?
Yeah, definitely. And I'm still on this hunt for the platinum because, for Tupper being the FA, when we got 2 regulars and a platinum, I gave him the first platinum because he did such a great job pre-ordering stuff while I was on vacation.
Aw, shucks. I love this figure. I really love this figure. This might be one of my top 10 Mcfarlane releases ever.
Did it come with the flame effect, or did you add that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm like, was I that high when I opened up the box? Like, did I miss a whole flame effect? Okay.
I took a whole bunch of photos when I opened this up and I was looking at it. It was in Ottawa, and I'm like, when I get back to Toronto, I'm gonna add some stuff to it. I will say all the same things Richie said. Detective Chimp here deserved some respect. See that little wisp coming from her hand there? That's one of the effects that I have. So I included that in there, and I love that I can include those things in there because I have a bunch of effects like that. And honestly, I'm recommending that if you get this and you have similar kinds of effects,
I have stuff I can use for that.
them.
Yeah,
It really does improve my enjoyment of the figure, which I already love.
Yeah, like look at it there.
Those are all Marvel Legends stuff. That's Marvel Legends effects that came with Scarlet Witch, I think, and I just included them with her. I love this figure so much. I'm obsessed with this one and the variant. So her hair does come off, which is very weird. I don't know why it comes off. There's no reason for her hair to come off outside to occasionally adjust it so that it looks like it fits right. And I think that's the only reason. My guess is that they were originally going to make the hair and the hat one piece, and then they changed their mind last minute.
Does the hair on the platinum's the same though, right? So it's not like you can swap.
Exactly the same.
Okay, so there's no value in swapping the hair around. So.
No, there's no value. As I will talk about, though, as you guys are noticing, because you saw Richie's photos, In Richie's photos, she's smiling because that's the face that comes with this figure. The variant, the Platinum Edition, this is the face that comes with the Platinum Edition, is that straight face. And that, I switched them around. I thought the straight face worked a lot better with the black suited Zatanna than the blue. So when I take photos and I give you guys a little bit of a peek into the Platinum, you'll see that. But just as a general, I love the design of this figure. She's perfectly designed. The outfit is simple, but it works really well. She's a very attractive figure. The face is so good. The hair is so good. One of the most appealing female figures I think I've ever seen. The hat, which I thought was going to be initially pretty big, ended up being
It fits like perfectly.
It really does. It's really nice. You can lift it up slightly. You can lift it down a little bit. She looks great holding it. That's how she's displayed on the shelf right now, is she's holding it with some wispy effects coming out of it. I love the detail on her corset. It's just really, she's really, really lovely. It's a really lovely thing. But as Richie said, there's some downsides. There absolutely should have been separate magical effects that were included that she could have clipped onto her hands. She should have come with a hand doing this and nothing in it, so you could add to it.
Yeah.
The wand should have been fucking separate. It should have been a separate accessory that you could include. I hate that they molded it to her hand.
Detective Chimp should have had his pipe, though I know that is iffy because of the whole smoking thing, so...
Detective Chimp is completely pointless. He's nicely sculpted, but yeah, Richie's correct. His head spins and his waist spins and his arms go up and down, but there's no other articulation.
Yeah.
And at this price point, it really should have been ball joints for the head and the waist. And also, he doesn't really stand very well. I have to constantly move him around to get him to find that sweet spot. And on a essentially statue figure,
that's not
cool.
Some
bullshit. That's some bullshit.
And as a person that actually cares and knows a fair amount about the Detective Chimp character, like I really wanted more out of the Detective Chimp piece of it.
Yeah, he kind of got shafted in there. And honestly, this is a figure that should have come with more hands and magic accessories than it should have had a Detective Chimp. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. I feel like they molded it and were like, we got to put it somewhere, and they paid for it, and they were like, we'll just throw it in with Zatanna.
Yeah, which makes sense Justice League Dark-wise, but...
Yeah, I mean, but this is a perfect example of an action figure that is so good, but is wasted opportunities.
Yeah.
And they really did waste the opportunity to not include magic effects and more hands and a separate wand.
Yeah. A lot of wasted potential.
Like, why? Yeah, I mean, this is a $40 toy, and there's just so much stuff that's included with it that feels like it didn't need to be, or it should have been done differently. And this is where you're looking at something like the Mcfarlane losing the license and going, maybe this is for the best.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to like here, and I like so much about it. But there's also so much that should have been different, and
it's with Mcfarlane. It's the inconsistency in quality is the problem.
Yeah, again, like how can you put out a figure that looks this good, that is so well sculpted, and someone clearly put the effort into making this look so beautiful, and then include half-assed accessories, half-assed loadout. That's what it is. It doesn't take away from this is one of my favorite Mcfarlane releases. I'm still obsessed with this. I can't wait to show you guys the photos from the Platinum Edition, which I also think is equally as good. But
as much as we're critical about the shit that we don't like,
stuff that's missing,
we're also very critical about the shit that we do like. So
yeah, I don't think I've been this obsessed with a DC Multiverse figure since you got me that Hal Jordan one not last Christmas 2025 but Christmas 2024.
Last Christmas.
I love that guy. They're both actually standing side by side on the shelf. That's just how it worked out. But I love this Zatanna figure. She's a phenomenal release, even with all the issues and the things that would have changed. I absolutely think this is an addition to your collection that will stand out. And I do fully expect her to be either on honorable mentions or in a top 10 for me at the end of the year. I love her. Yeah. She's fantastic.
Tupper's next one, moving into G.I. Joe. Another picture that came out dull for some reason. But Cobra La, Royal Guard.
So here he is. We've been waiting on this one. Was very excited to get it. And what are my thoughts on this one? Well, I will tell you, this is an early runner for Figure of the Year, but is far from perfect. Far from perfect. Yeah, they all came out a little bit grainy. That's okay. You can still see how the figure looks. Exactly. It's fine. Look at his crazy smiling head.
But this one looks great.
So this the Royal Guard comes with a lot of accessories, and we're gonna see the photo of that later. But let's talk about the sculpt. Sculpt on this is a 10 out of 10. This is a perfectly sculpted figure. The design on this is mind-blowingly good. So many details, so much stuff went into this. He's really just impressive and imposing on your shelf. I love the loadouts for the weapons that he got, the long staff. I love his giant bone sword. You're starting to see here some of the different add-ons you can get. He comes with different gauntlets with like bone swords on the gauntlets. He comes with giant shoulder pauldrons. He's got that crazy bony mask version, like it's kind of like an evolution or the next step up. Here's a nice photo of that stuff, which is all really, really imposing. And if you have multiples of this, you got to have a display with this guy. I love the wings. The wings they're so cool. Great. They're translucent, so you can light them up from behind, like you can see here. It's so good. It's just so well designed. It's just so neat. This is the most toyetic of the G.I. Joe stuff that I've seen in recent memory outside of Budo. Here's all the shit that he comes with. Look at that.
That's quite a bit of shit.
3 other heads, 2 different shoulders, 2 different gauntlets, a cape. Like, there's so much stuff. It's almost too much stuff. Unlike with Budo, which I felt was a character where you could switch and match the different accessories and the different loadouts with different other figures, including himself, it felt like there was a lot of bonus and benefit with those extras that was included with Budo, which is why he hit our, amongst our favorites from 2025. In the case of the Royal Guard, the extras really only go with him. So you're kind of forced, if you want to include those extras, to get another one. Yeah. And at $60, that's a bit of an expensive, what's the word? Army builder. It's a bit of an expensive army builder, and that's the complaint, is that there's just a lot of stuff that's included with him that he can't really use unless you get multiple figures. And I got him at a discount at $53.99, but he's regular like $59.99 or $60 at retail.
I was gonna say
it's a lot.
I'm looking for him to bring him up because I think as well, $53.99 at EB Games.
Okay.
So if I log in, it'll show me my discount on the figure. Which will be whatever 10% less of that is.
Like just around $50.
Yeah.
$5. Yeah, like
$48.59.
Yeah. But like here he is, as you can see, like I kept, this is how he's going to look on the shelf for me, is just like this. He's a big boy too. He's a little bit bigger than your standard G.I. Joe figure. This is one of my favorites that I think I've owned. Like if I had to put this on where does this sit as far as all the classified stuff that I've gotten so far, this is going to be one of my favorites because I loved this guy as a kid. And I think that they did a perfect job of upgrading him for the classified line. And this is going to be one of my top 10s for the year without question, because I just love the design here. But can I recommend this overall? It's hard to, because he comes with so many things that just don't work. It's also a real bitch to get the cape on. He doesn't have the cape on here because I prefer the wings, and he looks stupid with the cape and the wings. But it's like you got to put the cape under these
my Skeletor, my Skelegod is like that. It's annoying. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot of little like moving around in order to get it to fit, and they don't really stay on all that well. Other reviewers have been like, the wings don't stay on. My wings stay on just fine. So I don't know what they're harping about. Mine worked out okay. There's so much to like about this, but it's too expensive. Yeah. And what I really want them to do is release this without the wings, without the different gauntlets and the shoulder stuff and the different heads,
like a Ross version,
as a Ross version, or in the retro carded line, so that I can pick up another one of these and add all the stuff to him that comes with the deluxe version. So they need to release a version of this that's non-deluxe at $35.99. I will get at least one more at that, but I'm not spending another $50 to $60 on the deluxe one. And honestly, for you, I think you would love this guy. Do not pay $48 plus tax.
Yeah,
it's too much. That's just too much. I think this is just a little bit too pricey at where it is now.
I think he's going to come down.
He is going to come down. I've seen him a lot at he's apparently quite available at retailers, and I think you're going to be able to get your hands on this guy for around $40 Canadian, which is great, which means, it'll be pretty cheap at US retailers as well. If you can get it under $40, get it. If you can get it under 35, well, I'm getting another one at under 35. I'll tell you right now, because it's worth it for that. I do really love this. This is one of my favorites that I've ever gotten, but at the price point that it's at, a little too high. And it comes with stuff that it's just not necessary. Like, I don't need all those heads.
Yeah.
I don't know why it comes with so many fucking heads.
Yeah.
But
makes me think
nice.
of the guys from Prometheus, the big aliens that created the
the engineers.
Engineers, that's what, they look like engineers but blue. They're Smurfineers.
Now, if you're into the Cobra Law stuff, I will say that some people have been saying those extra heads can be put on the Cobra Commander body. And because in the movie, the G.I. Joe movie, that's Cobra Commander's, like, that's how he looked when he was a member of Cobra Law, was a blue head, and then he got scarred, and then that's why he became the Cobra Commander. I don't know. It's a whole bullshit thingy. It's weird. It's sci-fi. I don't care. But this, honestly, this exists outside of G.I. Joe as just like a really cool monster toy. And I think that's the reason to pick it up, is that it's a 6-inch crazy-looking monster guy with crazy wings and a cape. And I don't know. I love him so much. But also, this is indicative of some of the problems with action figure purchasing these days, because I think they just went a little too far, and they should have pulled back just a little bit. They definitely should have put this out as deluxe, and then in like 6 months, they need to put out a regular. Yeah. And I think that's going to change my whole perspective on it. But yeah, so this is great. For me, solid 10 out of 10. But I think at a retail level, I think if you're not obsessed with G.I. Joe Classified or monster toys in general, 7.5, 8, because it's just too much weird stuff that's just not going to work, and you're going to put most of it away, and you're going to be wondering why you spent all that money for no reason. So that being said, that's all we got, but I have a few teasers for you of things that we're going to be talking about coming up in the future, because when I was away, I found a deal on a bunch of Friday the 13th figures that I have a picture of, just all the boxes there. But I picked up a Pamela, Friday the 13th Part 2, Final Chapter, New Blood, and Freddy vs. Jason figures for a pretty good price, $350 all shipped together. So that's great for 5 NECA figures shipped. And, like, I almost have all of the Jasons now. So, also, just received recently is my Crimson Guard that I haven't even got a chance to open yet, because I'm not even done opening those Jasons yet. I'm still taking photos of those. I have the Ghostface Inferno that I will still have to open. That'll be coming soon. Nice.
This one arrived literally yesterday that you'll see more about, but the video game Jason from the old Nintendo game. It's so awesome.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome.
Also,
I mean, we don't throw boxes like that, but we wouldn't. It's so awesome.
No, I wasn't initially going to get this guy, but because he fell and the lightsaber broke while I was on holidays, I did get the one-armed Dagon Gera because he was on Amazon for $19. So I can fix that problem with him. And
Dank and flick him. Put him in your pocket.
And not even done yet. And stuff that are still in EB boxes, bags. I've got the Red She-Hulk coming soon that we'll be looking at. I've got the brown suit Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine that we'll be looking at.
I gotta get that guy. I'm waiting to get that guy, but I think I'm gonna pick him up when I see him.
I got my cowboy pool, and Tupper's has just arrived, so I'll be picking that up. We'll be looking at that coming soon, and then I got the X-23 as well. I got more coming.
Also,
so
X-23 is also one that if I see it, I'm probably gonna pick it up at retail. Because
I didn't grab the blades, and I didn't pre-order the blade, but I'm glad I didn't too, because even looking at it in person, the face is horrible on it. And
I don't think his face is horrible. I think his torso is too short. Like
I think it's the face.
His waist to his...
It's like somebody beat up Wesley Snipes and then put blade makeup on him.
I mean, that's just his face, Richie. That's just how it looks. I will say that, yes, we do have a bunch of stuff that's coming in. I do want to say I will be doing, there will be a review of Dial Tone coming next episode. And when I'm in Ottawa, which is happening next week, I will be taking some photos of the Platinum Zatanna. So you guys can see just what I did with that one. But it's going to be a short review. And yes, I will also have Deadpool, Cowboy Deadpool. So I will be doing a review of that one as well. And we have more stuff coming in. And next episode, you get to find out if Richie and I pulled the trigger on Destro, and there's a spoiler, because we will tell you next episode whether we did that or not.
Yeah.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, that is. So don't forget to follow us here on the Tubes of You. Speeding Bullets Reloaded is the station, because that is our flagship show. But this is Speeding Bullets Repackaged. You can find our other content at speedingbulletsreloaded.com or speedingbulletsreloaded.podbean.com. But hit that bell, like and subscribe to this podcast, because if you like toys, you'll like us.
You'll like us.
That's true. So.
I'm not putting that one on a t-shirt, Richie. It's stupid.
It's stupid.
You like toys, you'll like us. It sounds like we're running a warehouse downtown. It sounds like Alexanian carpets. If you like carpets, you'll like us. It's
Armin Shimarian or whatever. Anyways,
racist.
See you later, folks.
1984, so I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy
I was
them
going to say
at
something
the mall.
You know what? Be young, have fun, drink Pepsi. That's what I'm going to say at the end of this episode.
Action figures, not math.